Ever feel like your mind is racing all the time, jumping from one worry to the next? What if I told you there's a simple practice that can calm your brain, lower your stress, and even make you happier? That's mindfulness, and the science behind how it works is mind-blowing. Mindfulness is everywhere these days, right? But it's not just some trendy idea. Science has proven over and over again that mindfulness works on your brain, your body, and even your emotions. In this video, we're breaking down exactly why mindfulness is so powerful, what it's doing to your brain and body, and how you can start seeing results in just a few minutes a day. Let's dive in. Life feels chaotic sometimes, doesn't it? Between work, family, social media, and everything else, it's like our minds never get a moment to breathe. We're constantly multitasking, worrying about what's next, or replaying what already happened. All that mental noise isn't just exhausting, it's harmful. Stress builds up, our focus disappears, and before we know it, we're snapping at the people we care about or lying awake at night with a racing mind. The truth is, our brains weren't designed for this level of non-stop stimulation. But that's where mindfulness comes in. It gives your mind a chance to slow down, reset, and work the way it's supposed to. And trust me, the science behind it will amaze you. 1. What is mindfulness? Let's start with the basics. Mindfulness is just the practice of being fully present in the moment. It's not about clearing your mind or sitting in silence for hours. It's about noticing what's happening right now, your thoughts, feelings, or even the way your breath feels going in and out. It sounds simple, but here's the catch. We're so used to living on autopilot that being present can feel strange at first. Most of us are either stuck worrying about the future or replaying the past. Mindfulness helps us anchor ourselves in the now, which has incredible benefits. What do you think so far? Have you tried mindfulness before? Or is this something you're curious to start? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. 2. How mindfulness affects the brain. Now, here's where it gets fascinating, what mindfulness does to your brain. First, it strengthens the prefrontal cortex. That's the part of your brain responsible for focus, decision-making, and self-control. Think of it as your brain CEO. When you practice mindfulness, you're giving this part of your brain a workout, making it stronger and more efficient. At the same time, mindfulness helps calm down the amygdala. That's the area of your brain that handles fear and stress, the one that goes into overdrive when you're overwhelmed. Over time, mindfulness actually shrinks the amygdala, so you feel less reactive and more in control. Here's an example. Let's say someone cuts you off in traffic. Instead of immediately losing your cool, mindfulness gives you that split-second pause to take a breath and decide how to respond. It's like having a superpower for handling life's little frustrations. 3. Emotional benefits. Staying cool under pressure. Mindfulness isn't just about focus, it's a game changer for your emotions too. When you're mindful, your brain gets better at connecting the prefrontal cortex, your logical side, with the limbic system, your emotional side. This means you're less likely to act out of anger or frustration and more likely to respond thoughtfully. Picture this. You're in a stressful meeting at work, and someone says something that pushes your buttons. Instead of snapping back, mindfulness helps you take a step back, notice your feelings, and choose a calmer response. It's like emotional intelligence on steroids. 4. Mindfulness and neuroplasticity. One of the coolest things about mindfulness is that it changes the way your brain is wired. Scientists call this neuroplasticity, which basically means your brain is always adapting and creating new pathways. When you practice mindfulness, you're building pathways that support calm, focus, and resilience. It's like rewiring your brain to handle stress better and bounce back faster. And the more you practice, the stronger those pathways become. 5. Physical health benefits. But it's not just your brain that benefits. Mindfulness has some amazing effects on your physical health too. For starters, it lowers cortisol levels. That's the stress hormone that can wreak havoc on your body if it's too high for too long. Chronic stress can lead to issues like high blood pressure, heart disease, and even digestive problems. Mindfulness helps your body switch out of fight or flight mode, letting it heal and recharge. It also boosts your immune system. Research has shown that people who practice mindfulness have stronger immune responses, meaning you're less likely to get sick. And if you've ever struggled with sleep, mindfulness can help with that too. By calming your mind before bed, you're more likely to fall asleep quickly and stay asleep through the night. 6. Quieting the overthinking mind. Here's a fun fact. Your brain has something called the default mode network, or DMN. This is the part of your brain that kicks in when you're not focused on anything specific. It's responsible for mind-wandering, overthinking, and even self-criticism. Mindfulness quiets the DMN. So instead of spiraling into what-ifs and I should-haves, you stay grounded in the present. This is why mindfulness makes people feel more peaceful and in control. The best part? You don't have to practice mindfulness for years to see results. Studies have found that in just 8 weeks, people experience measurable changes in their brain structure. Less activity in the amygdala, more gray matter in the prefrontal cortex, and even better overall mental health. Think about that. Just 2 months of consistent mindfulness can rewire your brain and change the way you handle stress, emotions, and life in general. Isn't that amazing? So, why does mindfulness work? It's not just some feel-good idea. It's backed by science. From calming your stress response to improving your focus, boosting your immune system, and even helping you sleep better, mindfulness is like a full-body reset. And here's the thing. It's accessible to everyone. You don't need special tools, apps, or hours of free time. All you need is a few minutes and the willingness to pay attention to the present moment. Trust me, it's worth it. If you're ready to see these benefits for yourself, subscribe and check out my next video, where I'll guide you through a simple mindfulness exercise to get started.